Oh baby, first game of the season with Leon. What is going on, bros? Insomnia from the Mexican Gamers channel. Welcome to the Manager Mode series, where we're managing obviously Club Leon, and we're in Cancun. We're in the home of Atlante. Oh man, the beach, the women, we're not here to look at women. We're not here to hang out at the beach. No sir, we're here to get things done, get the season started on the right track with a win here in Cancun, and we should. With the squad we have, Gullit Peña, Chapo Montes, Franco Arizala, Rafa Marquez, etc, etc. With this team we should be able to defeat an Atlante team that is, no offense to Atlante fans, it's a weak team, you know what I mean? So here is the lineup. You can pause the video if you want to, but that's the lineup we're going to be rolling with. Standard lineup. I think we have a lot of talent here at Leon. Franco Arizala, like I said, is going to be starting in the place of Britos. I just really like the force, the intensity, the power that he brings to the team. He's so explosive, so we'll be going with Arizala and Boselli up front. And it only took us a little while to start asserting dominance in this game. 11 minutes in. Look at Montes' beautiful ball control. Finds Boselli. Golazo, baby. And I say golazo because I don't like to say golazo on every time. But this one, maybe it wasn't a golazo. But the ball control that was exhibited by Chapo Montes, you see it in the replay, was just a beauty. I think, look at that. Look at, get off me, baby. Then I send a nice little through to Boselli, who finishes like a god. 1-0. It only took a few minutes and we're already up in the scoreboard, and things are looking great. Things are looking very promising for Club Leon right here. So we started off with the right foot. Unfortunately, only a few minutes later, Atlante steals the ball right here. Horrible defensive error. 20 minutes in, another defensive error. And I say defensive error because instead of going towards the ball to clear it, I waited for the ball. And that's one thing a defender, a midfielder, anyone, a player should never do. That's a bad habit that a lot of players have. Instead of waiting for the ball to get to you, you go towards the ball and clear it. I waited for the ball, and sure enough, the Atlante striker anticipated me and he scored. He scored, so 1-1 all tied up. But in the 25th minute, Gullit Peña. Whoo, golazo. Can I say golazo in that one? Gullit Peña. What a rocket from outside the box, catching it. That was like a volley of some sort. Look at that. I threw a bad cross, but Gullit Peña doesn't think about it twice. Beautiful goal from Peña right there. We'll look at it once. Enjoy it in the replay. What a golazo. I didn't even think about it twice. I said, this one is mine. This one is for Gullit Peña. He shot the ball. Beautiful strike. 2-1. We retake the lead. So here is Atlante with another play right here. We clear the ball, but they... okay. Yarbrough, relax. Yarbrough has the ball. Everything's calm right here. So another play for Atlante right here. And they were really heavily attacking us down the wing. Ooh, oh my god. I actually thought when he sent in that cross, I kind of relaxed. I was like, man, that was a horrible cross. Little did I know that the strike would be very close to going in. So thankfully that did not go in, and we go leading in the scoreboards 2-1. That's how we go to halftime. Here you see the halftime stats. Evenly matched. I like that we kept possession. I really like that we had more possession than the other team, than Atlante. And that's one thing that I didn't really see in the preseason. So here, close to scoring a very nice goal. With Chapo Montes. I think that was Montes, right? But Atlante is right back at it with us. They were causing havoc down the middle, and I was defending poorly, but my keeper, Yarbrough, which I am going to keep, so far he hasn't committed any mistakes. And you guys heard the final whistle from the referee. This second half was one of the most boring halves I've ever played in FIFA, man. It was extremely boring. You're going to see the end of the match stats. They didn't really change from the halftime stats. One thing that did have me uneasy and I did not like, look at the possession. In halftime, we were leading in possession. Atlante took the ball from us. They did not really create any offensive plays, but I didn't like that we lost possession. We kind of relaxed in the second half, and I didn't like that whatsoever. We had very few offensive plays. So, as you're seeing on your screen right now, Marco Bueno has joined Leon. We have just acquired Marco Bueno, an 18-year-old striker, and you see Matias Britos is going to be playing for Pachuca. We have traded Matias Britos for Marco Bueno. Another player we have just picked up and we're now negotiating in terms of the pay he's going to receive, this and that, is Jose Villarreal, the LA Galaxy striker. Another player we have just bought from Pachuca as well, just like Marco Bueno, Julio Gomez, Julio La Momia Gomez, another 19-year-old midfielder, this one. If you don't remember, just YouTube Julio Gomez Chilena and you will see. So I decided to talk to the media, make a little comment. I didn't really know what this feature is good for, so I decided to comment on my own team and motivate them. I don't know what that really does. But as you can see, Jose Villarreal, so he's finally here. We fixed up his contract issues and he's joined the team. And I'm going to start him for the next game, but I'm just showing you his stats real quick. He's a 19-year-old player, very, very young. Look at that. He's very versatile. His position, striker, left mid or right mid. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill move. This guy should be a beast. He's fast. He has great strike. He has a great strike from outside the box. Man, this guy should pay dividends, man. Especially towards the end of the season, towards when fatigue starts becoming an issue, it starts becoming a factor you should consider. Having a player such as Jose Villarreal that can play in multiple positions, we can put him in striker, and then he says, hey boss, I have no problem playing in the left mid position or in the right mid position. He should be something very, very valuable for this team. So our first game at home here in León, Guanajuato. Look at the lineup. The only thing that really changed, I think, was I took out Boselli and I started Jose Villarreal. So we'll see if the young gun, the new kid on the block, has what it takes. I'm anxious to see what he actually brings to the team. So very, very early on, only the 3rd minute, Adi Sala with this hell of a strike from outside the box. If he would have made that goal, I would have just put down my controller. We're done. Give us a championship. Adi Sala getting very, very close. Look at it in the replay. Enjoy it in the replay. Woo, baby. That would have been a golazo, but here we go, baby. Only in the 4th minute, our new signing, Jose Villarreal, steals the ball. The strike. Oh, baby. Right at this moment, I was feeling like a genius. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, man, I am the best. I'm the best manager in the world. I have just found a gem. But then I said, hey, wait a minute. This kid, I know he's new. He just did a hell of a play. You look at him. Heads up play, hustling on defense, recovering the ball, strike with his left foot. Bam, finds the back of the net. And I understand. I understand. I might have gone a little bit lucky. Maybe you call it beginner's luck. But I was extremely satisfied at this moment in time. Only 4 minutes into the game, things were working out greatly for us, and it did not stop there. 8 minutes into the game, only 4 minutes later, look at Villarreal putting the moves on the defender, and then oh my goodness, he almost scored. Right, once again, that would have been another beautiful goal, but he put the moves, those 4-star skill moves, to work, earning his paycheck. Man, I was feeling very, very good at this moment in time. But right here, ooh, we're actually offsides. But the Fiera fans, man, were happy. I could feel the ambience in the stadium. I could feel it in the atmosphere. Oh my goodness. Yarbrough has everything under control. We saved ourselves right there. We dodged the bullet. Felix Borja almost put it into the back of the net, but not to fear. We go to halftime leading 1-0, and I felt we should have been leading by a little bit more, and you could see it reflected in halftime stats. Once again, we're dominating in possession. Well, we have a little bit more possession, but we have created more chances, 4 chances, 4 shots, 2 on target. Unfortunately, right here in the second half, this dude created all kinds of havoc in our defense. I could not stop him from sending in the cross. Probably poorly defended. And Felix Borja, there's no way in hell. I think it was Hernandez that was trying to, or Hernandez or Guerrero was trying to defend the header. I can't really see from this, but obviously Borja, he's taller, he's stronger. He was going to beat him. No way I was going to be able to stop him from getting that header. I don't know if, Yarbrough, there's not much he could have done in that goal. I should have just stopped the cross. But unfortunately, once again, another very, very boring half of football. The second half was very, very boring. And the same thing happened as the Atlante game, the first game of the season. We lost possession. We relaxed in the second half. And unfortunately, the game ends 1-1. We tied our first game of the season with our first home game of the season with Vera Cruz. There you see the halftime stats. 4 shots, 2 on target. Once again, did not get a single shot in the second half. We lost possession. Man, a lot of things to improve. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A like would be appreciated. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Hey man, life is short. Live it up, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.